I can tell that you think you're gonna take my man. You think your grass is greener, but let me help you understand. I can see right through your thieving ways. I put that ring on his left hand. You're a master of deception and a champion of lies. You won't catch him looking round. He stays lost in my eyes. If you wanna push this thing, I can cut you down to size. Let me tell you, he ain't looking at you, honey, I'm the one to blame. You think you got what it takes, but I'm his everything. I'm here playing for keeps, you're just playing games. Honey, I'm more than just a spark, I'm the whole damn flame. I know I seem self-assured, but we got history. It's kinda sad you chase after what will never be. 'Cause if he took your bait, there's no damn way you'd be the man for me. He ain't looking at you, honey, I'm the one to blame. You think you got what it takes, but I'm his everything. I'm here playing for keeps, you're just playing games. Honey, I'm more than just a spark, I'm the whole damn flame. Now I've seen your desperate kind before, and he won't even notice you walking out those swinging doors. I'm here playing for keeps, you're just playing games. Honey, I'm more than just a spark, I'm the whole damn flame. I'm more than just a spark, I'm the whole damn
All right, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for Tunesday Tuesday number 38, and we are featuring my buddy from Emory, Texas, the country music star, Billie Jo Jones is my guest on the week. You were just listening to the number 2 song in all of Texas, which is called Flame. Absolutely killing it, and I promise you next week that song is going to be number 1 in Texas. Super excited for that because it will be Billie Jo's 4th consecutive number 1. And Billie's also going to talk about being on an upcoming show on CBS and Paramount called The Road. We have all of that and much more with Billie Jo Jones this week on Tunesday Tuesday number 38. I want to thank everybody for tuning in live here on Facebook and Twitch. If you are watching live, you can request your favorite song tonight just by typing the artist and title in your chat. And as long as it's not a bad song, meaning offensive or hateful in any way, then we will play said song live right here on the show. We have 3 tributes tonight. And if you're watching in the future, meaning on YouTube or Spotify, please, please, please click on the recap link in your description to see the entire show. Because you're only here for the interview. And you want to see the whole thing, for sure. But without any further ado, guys, let's get into it with my buddy, the country music star right now from Emory, Texas. Here is Billie Jo Jones. Guys, we have Billie Jo Jones on Tunesday Tuesday, my old buddy from, gosh, man, she was just saying that it's been a long time since we chatted, but really it's only been about a year, I guess, probably, since I think it was the second number 1 that you had, and now you're on 3, about to be 4.
Yes.
So
Getting there.
yeah, just probably the busiest person I know, to be honest. And we just introed the show with Flame, which is the number 2 song in Texas right now. That's why I say fixing to be number 1. It's about to be there. What do you think, man? 4 number 1s about to be for you. That's crazy.
I know. It is absolutely insane. I mean, I can remember getting my first number 1 still, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And then I got the second one, and I was like, oh man, this is really cool. And then I got the third one, and the third one also wound up being a number 1 Amazon bestseller.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that was cool. And then now we are literally 1 spot away from having my 4th consecutive number 1. In
consecutive.
Texas.
I didn't mention that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy
It's pretty
stuff,
awesome.
man. I love that for you so much. Just so you guys know who might be tuning in from outside of Texas, I live in a town called Golden, which is where Casey Musgraves is from. And Billie Jo grew up in a town called Emory, which is literally, I can almost throw a golf ball there if I hit it right.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you still getting back home to Emory every so often, or?
No, I don't. I don't really go home to Emory very much. I've played there, a few times
Yeah.
over the past few years at over there at a Sidekicks
Yep.
bar. Shout out to them. I love playing there, but I haven't been there in a little bit. But I actually live in Grand Saline, Texas, so I'm really not far.
Which is
I'm
literally the
I'm
other
like 25,
direction.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I threw a golf ball in
Crazy.
the other direction, that we would hit some Grand Saline over there. Yeah, Grand Saline's been pretty constant in your career as well. Haven't played there quite a bit, also. Man, I got to talk about the big news because since we last talked, you have showed up on it hasn't happened yet, but the promo for The Road has already come out. I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to say much about this, but can you tell us what you can tell us about The Road?
Yeah, I sure can. So I'm actually one of the 12 finalists on the new singing competition television show that is coming to CBS and Paramount Plus this fall. On October 19th is the premiere date. And yeah, so I'm one of the 12, and we got to go open for Keith Urban. So we were actually on the road opening for Keith Urban, and going from venue to venue. We can't say a whole lot about the venues or like what towns we were in or how far I made it on the show, because all of those are secrets. But I hope everyone tunes in and watches it, because it's myself and 11 other incredible artists, and all of us are no stranger to the music scene. We have all been working our tails off for several years. I know I've played with my band for over 12 years now, so being able to have this opportunity that Taylor Sheridan is one of the producers, as well as Blake Shelton, it is definitely something that I'm very excited about, and I think it's going to really, really help my future.
Are you able to talk about the concept of the show? Because I understand that the concept is a little bit different than a normal contestant-driven kind of performance show, right?
Yeah, so I can say a little bit. What I can say is the way the show is outlined, everything's already filmed and done. So we all know what happens. We all know who wins. We all know who loses. And whenever we were on the road, the crowd actually voted. Keith Urban's crowd voted for who got to make it to the next round and who did not make it to the next round.
Okay.
So, and it's definitely a different show. It's definitely reality, TV show, and you're going to see a whole lot more behind the scenes than just the, glitz and glamour and you're on stage, like the other TV shows that are out there. This is a lot more behind the scenes stuff, which I'm really excited about. And so, yeah, I think the show is going to be a hit. Of course, anything Taylor Sheridan touches turns to gold anyway. So,
Man, I'm really excited for it too, because I know that this is really like with a live crowd. It's live driven. And I love the reality nature of it, right? Because like you guys all tour, all 12 of y'all tour, and this is not like you're all spring chickens here. Like you guys are all veterans, and I know 4 of y'all total. I'm not going to name the other names that I know because this is about you tonight. But yeah, I'm excited that I'm friends with a third of the cast, so it's pretty dope.
yeah,
and
no, that's awesome.
It's going to be hard rooting for all of y'all, man, because I don't want any of y'all to lose. But yeah, it's so cool. So y'all make sure you're checking out The Road. That is coming this fall to, you said CBS and Paramount, right? October what?
October 19th.
So October 19th, we all need to tune in, and we'll find out who wins together. And I know you're no stranger to these types of shows as well, and that's part of what makes you an experienced artist, right? Like these shows really kind of what's the word? Roughens you up a bit, right? To criticism and stuff like that. I imagine.
Yeah, it really does. And it's, it's one of those things where, I've technically done three other
Right.
singing competition TV shows. And I didn't make it very far on a couple of them. But, just from, the experience, and I encourage anyone and everyone to, no matter how far you get on anything that you do, it's worth it. You learn a lot, and and you grow from it, because there was, when I auditioned back in 2013 for one of the shows, look at me in 2013 on that show and compare me to 2025, and it's a total different person,
Mm-hmm.
almost, I feel like. So I've learned a lot, grown a lot, and I'm excited for this show.
Yeah, and I
It's
think
gonna be
even
really
bad
good.
experiences are really, really needed to be successful,
Yes.
right? I mean,
Yeah,
I
they
think
are.
that's important too, and you got to have failures in order to really enjoy your successes and stuff. So, once Flame has flamed out, I guess. What's next? Is there another single after this one? Because I know we're talking about a remix today, but that's not necessarily a Texas single, is it?
No, no, no. The remix that's out right now, we took that song from my first album I put out, last year. It's called Why You Gotta Be So Cowboy. So we
Right.
put out a dance remix. It's out at all the clubs and dance halls all over the place. So we just did like a digital release of that. But hopefully, as soon as Flame hits number one, we're gonna wait a couple of weeks, and then we've got another song coming out right behind it.
Nice.
And I'm excited because it's definitely a song that is different than anything I've ever put out before. And it's also the title track of my second album that is dropping this fall.
Mm.
My second album drops October 17th, and it's called Turquoise and Silver. So I'm super
Perfect
excited
timing
for it.
for that, right? Lines right up with the
Yeah.
show. Um,
Yes.
man,
Perfect timing.
yeah, your team is so smart, and man, what I love about everything that's happening and for you is like everything is so regimented, right? And that's always how you've been since I've known you.
Hmm.
You've always been so regimented. And I think that comes from being a mom and a single mom at times, and
Yeah.
that's probably a lot to do with that, right? That kind of that routine that you have to follow, right?
For sure. I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say that, my life is just so routine and everything's
Yeah.
just perfect, and my kids aren't getting into trouble, or,
Hmm.
stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm human too, but we definitely all try our best,
Yeah.
and try to do the best that we can. So,
It's just I'd love to see your team on the same same wavelength as you, and it's obviously working, right? Like you got
yeah.
all these songs that are killing it, and brand new album. When do you find time for that? Like, because I remember we were chatting last year, and it was right around the time that your debut record came out. You did your release party, and now you're releasing another one. What, 12 months later? So, are you finding
Yes.
time for the new music?
I mean, I'm writing all the time, or I try to as much as I can when I'm not on the road. And I go play shows every weekend. I mean,
Yeah,
last year I played 140 shows, and this year I've no idea what I've done.
it's crazy.
But it's been a crazy ride for sure. But I definitely am trying to write as much as I can. And this the first album was great. But I'd only written two of the 10 songs, and my next album that's coming out this fall, I've actually written or co-written 10 of the 12,
Wow.
which is awesome.
Yeah.
And it was a challenge that I really, put out for myself, because I know I can sing, I know I can perform, I know I can, go out there and put on great shows, but I wanted to be a better writer. And so I've really, really worked really hard on that this past
Well,
year.
I've
So
known you a long time. You've been a great writer for a long time,
thank you.
honestly. And so, with all of these songs on the new record coming up that have your fingerprints on them, is that kind of a benchmark for you, just to see, like, can I replicate the success with the stuff that I'm writing?
Yeah, it's actually something that I'm curious to see
Yeah,
how well people relate to this stuff, because I mean, we've had three number ones off this first album, but I was not a writer on any of them,
yeah,
actually, on the
yeah.
three singles that we put out. So I'm excited to see how people can relate to this next album, and what people really think, because a lot of it is is different, and a lot of it is real life and crap that I went through this
Yeah.
past year, and then some of it's good stuff and happy stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to see what people
Man,
have to
I'm
say about
excited
that
for it
song.
too because like unleashing the Billie Jo Jones, the writer, on people is going to be dope because like I've
Yeah,
loved your songs for a long time, so that's what's up.
thank you.
Yeah, of course. Let's chat about the reason why she's here today, and that is the single, the remix single, "Why You Gotta Be So Cowboy." Man, when Scott hit me up about this song, I was confused because I knew that you had Flame out, I knew that it was doing well on Texas charts,
Uh-huh.
and then of course I realized obviously Scott is not a Texas promoter, so this is kind of a different strategy, right? What's the thought behind this?
I mean, no thought really, I don't think, because there was actually several people confused
Yeah,
when this song came out. And I was like, everyone was like, "Oh, it's your new radio single." I'm like, "No, this is like a 5 minute and something song.
yeah,
Like, it's definitely not going to radio." But yeah, Flame killed it, still killing it. And then we put out, a digital release of this song, and we sent this song off to, all the DJs and the dance clubs and country clubs, all over the place, which was cool because really we did it. There's actually a local dance group here in East Texas called Red Dirt Steppin'.
yep,
They're really good friends of mine and come to a lot of my shows. And they told me they wanted to make a line dance to my song. And we were like, "Yeah, let's do it." They're like, "Well, do you think y'all could do, like a longer version, or, some more bass, or, longer intro to the song or whatever?" And we're like, "Yeah, let's do it." So we, sent it to my producer, Kent Wells, there in Nashville. They worked on it and came up with a really cool new bass and banjo intro to this song.
yeah.
And it's so much fun. It really is such a fun song, and I love that, they created a line dance for it. I think we're supposed to get a video out, a little video that they made of like how
Nice.
to, do my line dance type thing. So it's gonna
Did
be
you
pretty
ever
cool.
think you'd be remixed?
Oh no, no, I did not think that I was at the level to be remixed right now. So,
That's what's up, though. The
uh,
song is popping, right? Like I
yeah,
love the
yeah.
first song too, but man, the song is popping, man. So it's kind of cool. I was like, whoa, Billie Jo with a remix. Let's go. You gotta get some
I
of
wish
those.
we could have done a music video. That would have been
Yeah,
like really freaking cool to do a music video to
man.
that
Next
song. But
time you got to get one of those Houston rappers on a song with you. That'd be awesome, right?
man, we wanted to get like the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders
Yeah,
to be in the video is really what our first thought was. But I've been so busy, and then filming the TV show, we kind of had to
yeah.
push a lot of stuff to the back burner. So hopefully we can get around to doing that at some point.
And
But
I'll keep it real. When I saw that you were one of the contestants on the road, I was like, where is she finding all this freaking time? And why can't she share with the rest of us, right?
oh, that was such a hard secret to keep. And then even when I was filming, like we were all pretty much pretending like we were still where we lived, or
Yeah.
whatever we were doing, and trying to keep up with social media on the real life stuff, versus what we were actually there filming. So
Yeah. So you
yeah,
weren't
it
allowed to
was
like tell people
difficult.
that you were opening for Keith Urban and get your fans
Nope,
involved. Yeah, that's what's up.
nope.
That's
Yep.
actually a cool concept if you think
It
about
is
it.
a very
Yeah.
cool concept, the way they did it, and that no phones were allowed in the filming or
But
anything,
yeah,
which
that's
is
cool.
it's really cool.
So
Yeah.
everything's going to be completely organic, which is pretty dope, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what's up. Let's talk a little bit about Billie Jo's pick of the week. I'm so excited about this because I always get to learn kind of what artists are digging, and a lot of times it lines up. You chose David Lewis, who, by the way, is absolutely exploding right now on the scene. Like
Yes.
everybody's learning who David Lewis is. The song
Yep.
you chose is "Livin' the Dream." Why'd you choose this one for this week's pick of the week?
Honestly, I knew that it's his latest single, so I kind of wanted to give him a little push and a little nudge there.
Yeah.
But I absolutely love his music. I actually got to share the stage with him and meet him for the first time a couple weeks ago. We were playing the benefit that they put on at Green Hall there in New Braunfels,
Hmm.
for the flood that happened. And so I got to be on stage with him and Walker Montgomery, which is John Michael
Yeah.
Montgomery's son, which was just
Another killer
awesome.
artist. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It was That whole set was so much fun. Like I wish we'd had more time, but I got to meet him and hear David live, and I love when people actually sound like their recordings,
Yes.
you know, because it's honestly kind of rare these days.
Sure is.
And so it was cool to get to hear him live, and he sounds amazing. He can play the heck out of a guitar, and his songs are just incredible. So I was excited to give him a little shout out there today. So
Yeah, that's the coolest thing about this show that I'm doing. We do this live show every Tuesday, and that pick of the week, and you know, we have our podcast guests on. We showcase them. We have marquee artists. We showcase a global artist from somewhere else on the planet as well. It's just a cool live internet kind of thing that I do every Tuesday, and I appreciate you for always being so available to me and my shows and stuff. And I'm just super proud of you. I tell you that every time, and just keep it going, girl.
thank you. Well, thank you for taking the time to chat with me and catch up. And I know we need to catch up again whenever this TV show releases. It's
Yeah,
gonna be pretty cool
absolutely.
to get to talk about stuff.
I
so.
gotta check your tour because you're all over the place. You're hardly ever. I know you have a Longview gig coming up. In fact, I'm gonna let folks know because she is touring Texas right now as we speak. She's got Rio Palm Isle, which is an absolute historic building there in Longview, Texas. One of the most historic honky tonks around. Like Elvis has played there, and I mean, you name a country artist, they played there. She's going to be at, let's see here, she's going to be in Hockley, Texas on the 6th. She'll be in, is it Helotes, Texas?
Yes, Helotes, Texas.
Hey,
Yeah.
I got it right. That's at Heroes at the Ranch. That's on the 12th. On the 13th, she's at Cowgirls Tavern in Calvert, Texas. Southern Junction on the 20th, which is in Royce City. And you can check out all of this stuff on BillieJoJones.com as well. She keeps her tour dates up to date. You're playing a show with Peyton Riley coming up. I love that girl so much. I don't know if you've met her
she
yet.
is a sweetheart. I've met her
Yeah.
several times, but she is a sweetheart, and I see big things in her future.
Oh,
so I'm excited for that.
totally do too. Yeah, she's killing it. Billie Jo, thank you so much for being here again. I appreciate your
Thank
time.
you.
All right, so cool to talk to my buddy Billie Jo Jones here on Tunesday Tuesday, episode number 38 already. And I just want to reiterate that Billie Jo Jones will be on the brand new show. Taylor Sheridan and Blake Shelton co-produced the show. It's called The Road. It's coming to CBS and Paramount Plus on October 19th. So y'all make sure you tune in, vote for your favorites. Actually, I don't think you can vote. I think it's just watching it. It's already been voted on and all of that stuff. And also make sure you're continuing to request The Flame, which is, or rather Flame. It's just Flame, not The Flame. For her song. It's about to be number 1. We are featuring a song of hers this week, and of course we also have Billie Jo's pick of the week, which of course is David Lewis, Livin the Dream. But if you guys are watching in the future on YouTube or Spotify, you want to see and hear all the music that we played tonight, make sure you click the episode 38 recap in your description below. And without any further ado, guys, we are going to get into the music. Here is the dance remix for Why You Gotta Be So Cowboy by Billie Jo Jones. Y'all check it out.
Bye-bye, buckaroo. I ain't talking about the way you dress. It's the attitude when things get messed. It's a tied up twist when things go boom. Like you're the only lasso in the room. You're running solo, getting down low. Why you gotta be so cowboy? Some redneck yo-yo, gonna be a no-go. Why you gotta be so cowboy? Talk is cheap when your words are free, and cheap ain't got nothing to do with me. You're riding rope everything you do, making like you're breaking my heart in two. You're running solo, getting down low. Why you gotta be so cowboy? Some redneck yo-yo, gonna be a no-go. Why you gotta be so cowboy?
Billie Jo Jones here on Tunesday Tuesday. Bye-bye, Buckaroo. Why You Gotta Be So Cowboy, the dance remix version. And we have brand new music coming from Billie Jo Jones in a few weeks, as she mentioned earlier here on the show. And again, once again, I want to thank Billie Jo for coming on the show, and huge good luck to her for the new CBS special coming up October 19th called The Road, where she will be opening up for Keith Urban and trying to win the show. So you guys make sure you check that out. Once again, October 19th on CBS and Paramount Plus. And Billie Jo's pick of the week is a young man raised in Belleville, Texas, named David Lewis. He has country roots run deep, and with that, music has been a part of David's life from a young age. From the church worship band to the Opry circuit across Texas, David has had the chance to perform with numerous musicians, all who embody the traditional country sound. Since then, David found himself drawn to the influence of Merle, George, and Brooks and Dunn. His passion is to use those sounds to keep real country music thriving, and we're happy to see him thrive here on Tunesday Tuesday. I don't know if that makes any sense. For the first time, here is Billie Jo's Pick of the Week, Livin' the Dream by David Lewis.
Latitude 24, longitude 83. If you're looking for me, that's where you'll find me. Anchor down, laying low, letting my cares roll off my back. Soaking up sunshine, working on the suntan. Feasting my eyes on the prize through my Ray-Bans. Wahoo, wearing my reel out in the aquamarine. If it floats, I'm on it. If it's ice cold, I want it. Only gonna have 2 drinks tonight, the first and the last. If there's a rule, I'll bend it. If there's a bar, I'll tend it. Casting my cares downstream, living the dream. On a roll, come and go anytime I want to. Absolutely nothing is all that I have to. Key lime slice of life to feed my soul. Watching the sunset slide down the inlet. Not one care, not a single regret. They've all since washed away the outgoing tide. If it floats, I'm on it. If it's ice cold, I want it. Only gonna have 2 drinks tonight, the first and the last. If there's a rule, I'll bend it. If there's a bar, I'll tend it. Casting my cares downstream, living the dream. I'm just casting my cares downstream, living the dream.
Born and bred in Los Angeles, California, Sofia Isella spent her childhood on the road and in locations as varied as Taiwan, Canada, Louisiana, and New Mexico, and finally settled in Burleigh Heads on Queensland's Gold Coast, where she now calls home. Good fortune brought her family to Australia, and Sofia Isella is quietly building a solid reputation as a musician and performer over the past few months. Whilst her unique original songs are mostly alternative pop, Sofia is also a classically trained violinist since the age of 3. And these days, Sofia is an articulate lyricist, prolific songwriter, singer, and producer who also plays piano and guitar. For the first time ever on Tunesday Tuesday, here is Sofia Isella with Muse.
There's a pistol on the paper from last time we talked. I throw her in a field and tell her to speak. It's a threat with her clothes off. Boiling my blood till it's bubbling under the skin of my thighs. It's love, but you would never think that if you were looking at it from above. She's clothed in black and white, tied to the floor that's wet with water. She smells at me like I'm camera. She's a shadow that's mimicking me slightly wrong. For her to touch a foot Bronco 1970 at my hip and jump into the sea. And when I meet her at the bottom, I'd let her do anything to me. I put a pen to paper like putting a gun to my head. No human body permitted to treat me the way I beg her to. She hushed and broke her back in my open skin. The only one who can kill me with permission. And honey, that's all I was made for, all I was meant to do. I'm a microphone for all her clogged words to come through. And honey, that's all I was made for, all I was meant to do. I'm just something made for you. I put a pen to paper, I hold her like she's a gun. And she comes into me like water. Any issues and you can hide but you can't run. I put a pen to paper like putting a gun to my head. No human body permitted to treat me the way I beg her to. She
Leslie Vincent is a prolific songwriter and jazz vocalist. Equally at home, singing the Great American Songbook, musical theater, and contemporary rock and pop, she has quickly become one of the most notable voices to emerge in the vibrant Minneapolis music scene, being hailed for her joy-filled performances and her fun, human, beautiful interpretations. With a Bachelor of Music and Musical Theater, she relocated from Washington, D.C. to Minneapolis to take part in its thriving theater scene. But after meeting noted jazz pianist George Maurer, she dove headfirst into a musical career. Playing with him introduced her to the nuances, beauty, and infinite potential of jazz. Since then, Vincent has become an accomplished band leader, playing 50-plus shows a year across the Midwest, using her theatrical chops to bring drama, comedy, and poise to the stage. For the first time ever here on the show, here is Leslie Vincent with Psychedelics with You.
Around my heart in this sacred space we once shared. How can our paths lead so far apart? I don't know, and right now I don't care.
Together in a treehouse made of clouds and made of wood. You reach so high, you touch the skies and pull them down around our eyes. You leap so high, you touch the skies, pull them down around our eyes. You leap so high, you touch the skies, pull them down.
Gurf Morlix has been inducted into the Buffalo Music Hall of Fame, the Austin Music Hall of Fame, and was named Instrumentalist of the Year by the Americana Association. He has produced records for many Americana icons such as Lucinda Williams, Ray Wylie Hubbard, Mary Gauthier, Slade Cleaves, Robert O'Keefe, and more. He has produced 15 solo albums, which have all received global acclaim. Man, I would absolutely love to talk to Gurf on my show in the future. And until that can happen, we're going to feature him right here tonight with a song called Crossroads. Y'all check it out. Here is Gurf Morlix.
I was rolling, I was flying high. Cards were falling from out of the sky. I was way up on top of the game. I could see like an eagle hold my hand in the flame. I knew I had it, the moment was mine. It was all so clear, so frozen in time. I was about to lay it down, I was about to let it fly, when from across the room somebody caught my eye. Now you can find a crossroads and make you a deal. Take a chance, spin the wheel, strike a bargain for what you think you need, but you're gonna get caught and you're gonna bleed. I got a little nervous, I hedged my bet. I started thinking about things that hadn't happened yet. I saw the instant I lost my edge, trying to balance out on the ledge. Now you can find a crossroads and make you a deal. Take a chance, spin the wheel, strike a bargain for what you think you need, but you're gonna get caught and you're gonna bleed. He slid on in, he slipped me a name. It didn't mean nothing, but I knew just the same. He had what I wanted, he made it sound right. Said I knew where to meet him just before midnight. Now you can find a crossroads, make you a deal. Take a chance, spin the wheel, strike a bargain for what you think you need, but you're gonna get caught and you're gonna bleed. Now I know some people who sold their souls to the devil, and they don't sound nothing like like Robert Johnson.
Guys, it has been a very tough week in the Texas music scene. As you guys may know, if you are tuning in to Tunesday Tuesday every week, we do tributes on this show. We try to let people know when musicians have passed on. We try to spotlight them as they go and tribute them with their music. And this week has hit really hard here in Texas. And we have 3 tributes today, and 2 of them are in the Texas music scene, including the first one. I'm going to go ahead and read this tweet that came out today from the Texas Music Office. Chris Gage was an extraordinary presence in Austin's music scene, a consummate multi-instrumentalist whose talents spanned guitar, including acoustic, electric, slide, baritone, lap steel, mandolin, dobro, piano, Hammond B3, organ, accordion, and vocals. His storied career included stints with the Red Willow Band alongside Roy Clark on Hee Haw and The Tonight Show, and as musical director and sideman for Jimmy Dale Gilmore and Jerry Jeff Walker. Equally at home behind the scenes, he was an in-demand producer and engineer, co-running Moonhouse Studio with Christine Albert and collaborating on countless recordings for Austin legends like Marsha Ball, Eliza Gilkyson, and Ray Benson. For nearly 3 decades, Chris was the soulful heartbeat of Monday nights at Dawn's Depot, where his piano bench was a welcoming stage for spontaneity, guest musicians, and community connection. His versatility and warmth were unmatched. He was described in the Austin American-Statesman as, quote, a studio ace who defied categorization and who possessed an emotional intensity and generosity that made every performance feel alive, end quote. Beyond performance, his legacy lives on through Albert and Gage, the folk Americana duo formed with his wife Christine Albert. Together, they released 6 albums, ran Moonhouse Records, and carried their heartfelt music across the world. In recent months, the Austin music community rallied around Chris as he faced serious health challenges, benefit concerts, a heartfelt GoFundMe campaign, and outpourings of love bore witness to the impact of the Iron Man of South Austin, as he was affectionately known. Many recalled the warm camaraderie of Dawn's Depot, where Chris and Christine's music forged lifelong memories, not just for the fans, but for the artists who loved him too. His passing leaves a poignant void, but his music, mentorship, and generosity live on in every note, every memory, and every artist he inspired. May these words honor his spirit, a deeply talented, community-minded artist whose life was a testament to the power of music to connect, heal, and uplift.
All he said was move along. Said it's a long, long way to where you're going. Just a few short steps to where you belong. You can't get there from here. It ain't worth your time. I've tried for years. You can't get there from here. Too many heartbreaks, too many tears. You take the highway time at what you're doing. Move along at your own speed. Well, you might not reach that destination, but if you're happy, hey, there'll be no need. You can get there from here. It ain't worth your time. I've tried for years. You can get there from here. Too many heartbreaks, too many tears. Yeah, and you can get there from here. It ain't worth your time. I've tried for years. Woo! You can get there from here. Too many heartbreaks, too many tears. Too many heartbreaks, too many tears. Safe.
All right, next up, Phil Hamilton is a country singer-songwriter from Burleson, Texas, whose music blends elements of country and southern rock. Influenced by artists like Led Zeppelin, Bad Company, and Tom Petty, he developed a unique sound that resonates with fans across Texas and beyond. His debut album, Nothing to Lose, produced 2 top 15 singles on the Texas charts, marking his emergence into the music scene. The follow-up album, Renegade Rock and Roll, yielded 3 #1 songs, including Bad Running and Back of a 73. Known for his energetic live performances, Phil Hamilton continues to captivate audiences with his heartfelt lyrics and dynamic stage presence. We are in talks right now to get Phil on the Boston Chris podcast. Hopefully that happens real soon. In the meantime, guys, here is Old Man's Farm, brand new music from Phil Hamilton.
Ride out to my old man's farm, leave the truck, we got saddles. Look out, you can see so far, can't count all the cattle. All looks like fireflies, burning bright into autumn. Coyotes yip past the sky from the muddy river bottom. Got us all locked down, need a little fun before the sun goes down. Don't you worry, we can take our time, grab a hold of that old musket on a wire. Right out to my old man's farm, leave the truck, we got saddles. Look out, you can see so far, can't count all the cattle. Our looks like fireflies, burning bright into autumn. Coyote yip at the sky from the muddy river bottom. Problems, hey man, we all got them. Grab a hold of your woman, you gotta let it all go. Leave all of your problems, hey man, we all got them. Grab a hold of your woman, you gotta let it all go. Right out to my old man's farm, leave the truck, we got saddles. Look out, you can see so far, can't count all the cattle. All looks like fireflies, burning bright into autumn. Coyotes yip at the sky from the muddy river bottom.
Cloudy June is a 24-year-old German-Cuban artist. A rising feminist and queer icon, Cloudy's songs confront social expectations with blunt, no-holds-barred takes on issues such as sexuality and equality, aided by her talent for instantly unforgettable song titles. As a result, her independent releases have now exceeded 40 million streams, while her IRL following has seen her sell out her debut headline tour of Germany. Once the head of a death metal band, she has now started her solo career. Here is Cloudy June with Vitamin.
Give me pain, give me pleasure, give me everything you got. Give me love, give me money, and to make me lose it all. Give me shakes and regrets and tears on the bathroom floor. I come home when I don't feel a thing anymore. 'Cause I want it rough one. Pull you close and make a mess in the back of the car. Yeah, I just wanna take it in, everything, like a vitamin on my list. 'Cause I want it rough one. This is what I'm living for. This is what I'm living for. Give me kisses, give me bruises, give me anything that stains. Give me lust, give me fame, and forget about my name. You could say I'm free falling, but I never felt better, so whatever. 'Cause I want it rough one. Pull you close and make a mess in the back of the car. Yeah, I just wanna take it in, everything, like a vitamin on my list. 'Cause I want it rough one. This is what I'm living for. This is what I'm living for. This is what I'm living for. And I just wanna touch the fire even if it burns, because I'd rather be alive than never feel the hurt. So thank you for showing me cold, at least it meant something. And I just wanna make it in the fucking dirt. Fall in love and get my heart broken, give me the words. And if I die too young one day, at least it meant something. This is what I'm living for.
All right, next up on the show, Sheyna Gee is a California-born country music singer-songwriter and musician who began playing guitar at age 5 and fronted a band by 11. Now based in Nashville, Gee has won LA Music Awards for Best Country Single and Best Singer-Songwriter, performed at major festivals like Bonnaroo and C2C, and toured internationally. Her California country anthems blend the traditional and modern sounds, and she has a growing fan base, particularly through her original songs on TikTok. For the first time ever on Tunesday Tuesday, here is Lonely by Sheyna Gee.
Is it just me, or is everybody lonely? I ain't seen a good day in a while. That kinda seems like like sometimes I'm the only one who can't get it right. I'm not sure where all of this is going. Is there more or a reason to keep trying? What's it for? Well, no one ever told me, so I couldn't tell you why. This much I know, you'll leave this life alone. Pay your dues and pay your taxes. Always want what you can't have. Kiss the hand that keeps you fed. That's the way it goes. Parents and politicians lie. You only live until you die. You can't take back the things you said. The sun comes up even when you're feeling down. And every day the world's still spinning around. Don't ask me, just because I'm older, I seem more happy. But I still ain't seen the truth, so how am I happy when I'm so fucking sad and so much shit is bad and everybody's sad because you leave this life alone. Pay your dues and pay your taxes. Always want what you can't have. You kiss the hand that keeps you fed. That's the way it goes. Preachers and politicians lie. You only live until you die. You can't take back the things you said. But the sun comes up even when you're feeling down. And every day the world's still spinning around. Life alone. Maybe next December you'll feel a little better. You might even fall in love. That's the way it goes. You'll have a good dog and a best friend. I don't know how the rest ends or what goes on above. The sun comes up even when you're feeling down. And every day the world's still spinning round. And every day the world's still spinning round. Is it just me, or is everybody lonely?
Hailing from Georgetown, Texas, country singer-songwriter Elle Townley is a rising force in today's country music scene, known for her powerhouse vocals, magnetic stage presence, and heartfelt songwriting. Blending classic country roots with a bold modern edge, Elle's sound speaks to both tradition and the next generation of country music fans. Elle burst onto the scene in 2020 with her debut single, Trouble with Trouble, which premiered on the Country Network and introduced audiences to her raw talent and emotional depth. Since then, she has continued to build momentum with tracks like Fair Weather Friend, One Too Many Heartaches, and Fighter, each marking her growth as a vocalist and storyteller. Her latest single, Taking Off My Halo, released June 27th of this year, unveils a bold, unapologetic new chapter, channeling honesty, empowerment, and a deeper glimpse into the artist that she is becoming. Here is that very song, Taking Off My Halo, by Elle Townley.
Down as little angel since I was born. I've always done what I was told. They say I've got a heart of gold and that I will never break the mold. Usually that would be true, but sometimes you gotta bend the rules. I'm taking off my
Josh Grider, the Texas by way of New Mexico artist, is hitting his stride at just the right moment. Pandemic be damned, there is music to be made. After a year of waiting for the world to return to some kind of normal, Josh is firing on all cylinders despite those circumstances. With a new record in the can, putting on the producer hat for a new up-and-coming artist, and gigs starting to fill up the calendar again, is looking to be a banner year for Josh. A poet of optimism and maturity, Grider has fully embraced his status as a musical Swiss Army knife, expanding his reach deeper into collaboration, as evidenced by projects with longtime friend and fellow Topo Chico cowboy Drew Kennedy, and of course, his gorgeous wife, Kristi Grider. His songwriting prowess is in high demand as he traverses Music Row writing rooms to return to the creative well and deliver just what country music fans need right now. Look no further than tonight's song with both Josh and his wife, Kristi, who, by the way, I will be interviewing next week for the Boston Chris podcast. Here is Birds of a Feather by Josh and Kristi Grider.
Your first thing, cup of coffee. I'm a late night, one more last call.
Your windows rolled down in the summer. I'm a blanket by the fire in the fall.
Your roots in solid ground, and I'm blowing in the wind.
I'm good to go with the flow. Your head first, high dive jumping in.
We ain't birds of a feather. You're not what I thought I wanted, but you're just what I need. Might have been wrong, as long as I got you, baby. Wrong's alright with me.
Been known to be a little bit stubborn, but I'm not too proud to say you came right out of left field, and now my point of view has changed.
Thought I'd find forever in blue eyes, turns out yours are green. All I know about what I do is I didn't know a thing, 'cause we ain't birds of a feather. But ain't we good together? You're not what I thought I wanted, but you're just what I need. Might have been wrong, as long as I got you, baby. Wrong's alright with me. We ain't birds of a feather. But ain't we good together? You're not what I thought I wanted, but you're just what I need. Might have been wrong, as long as I got you, baby. Wrong's alright with me.
Wrong's alright with me.
Do not miss my episode with Miss Kristi Grider. It's coming up next month. We're going to be chatting about her first debut record, which just came out. So excited to chat with her soon. But we are into our second tribute this week, and this one is so sad. Abilene native and well-known businessman, entertainer, musician, and martial artist Jimmy Chai Kong, a.k.a. Jimmy Ninja, is being honored after his tragic death at Eagle Mountain Lake this weekend. Jimmy Ninja was on a boating trip with his young sons when he went missing on the water. His sons were rescued soon after the incident and are safe, but it would be an entire day before Jimmy's body was found. Before his passing, Chai Kong was heavily involved in the Abilene community through both his entertainment, and martial arts careers. He taught MMA at CJJ MMA Academy and also ran Jimmy Ninja Entertainment and Ninja Cowboy Records. In the days before his passing, Jimmy was excitedly announcing plans about an upcoming enterprise, the Big Country Inaugural Songwriters Festival, which was set to take place at the Stairs nightclub on November 7th. The Stairs now plans to carry on the event in Jimmy's honor and to benefit his children, who also lost their mother just 2 years ago. Guys, this is Jimmy Ninja with Pearl.
On top of the world, knowing there's someone who wants to know me. Very special girl, shows me I could be her whole world. It sounds like a symphony, nothing you've ever heard before, brings through the centuries, through all eternity, 'cause love never goes out of style. Sometimes it takes a while, but I'm right here. Love never goes out of style. Sometimes it takes a while, but I'm right, yeah. Oh, I'm right. On top of the world, releasing my need to control everything, knowing I am a pearl. You can't love yourself, you never love that special girl. It sounds like a symphony, nothing you've ever heard before, brings to the centuries, through all eternity, 'cause love never goes out of style. Sometimes it takes a while, but I'm right here. All love never goes out of style. Sometimes it takes a while, but I'm right here. Oh, I'm right. Oh, we're right here. Oh, we're right here. Oh, we're right here. Oh, we're right here. Oh, we're right here.
All right, it is now time for our podcast episode songs for the week. And because we missed last week's episode, y'all are going to get my last four guests, one song from each of them this week. So enjoy that. I am damn sure going to. The first one is from my buddy from right up the road in Winsboro, Texas. Actually, Picton, Texas. This is Mac Hankins and the Moonlighters with Inside. And he was my 91st guest on the Boston Chris podcast, which you can find wherever you podcast, including YouTube. So y'all make sure you check it out. Here is Mac once again with Inside.
Don't try to make me run away, 'cause you know it's coming any day now. You read a message at the beat. I won't take your calls when you sleep around. Yeah, you sleep around. So I'm here in my room. All I can think of is you, and all the ways you make me feel so alone. No one to run to, nowhere to hide things I do to cover up how I really feel inside. I would've thought that I was dreaming. I never thought I'd see you leaving. You took some steps behind the scenes and made me out a fool. I'm getting tired of you deceiving. I always thought I was too lenient. It turns out I was right with you being crazy as a loon. So I'm here in my room. All I can think of is you, and all the ways you make me feel so alone. No one to run to, nowhere to hide things I do to cover up how I really feel inside. So I'm here in my room. All I can think of is you, and all the ways you make me feel so alone. No one to run to, nowhere to hide things I do to cover up how I really feel inside.
All right, episode number 92, which came right after this one, was with my buddy Jubal Lee Young. And this is his current single and the title track from his newest record, a phenomenal song called Squirrels.
Squirrels running all up in my attic, generating chaos, causing static, breaking my concentration like a drunken promise. 99 problems I feel bad for you, son. Just be glad your squirrels ain't one. Ain't nearly half as fun as it looks in the comics. Squirrels, let's have my problem, squirrels. Man, just clap hands. Now we just need a billionaire to shovel this coal. Squirrels, let's have my problems, squirrels. Man, I got them, squirrels. Running through my rafters. Squirrels are a menace, letting people tell me much worse than having bats in your bill free. What was I saying? Oh yeah, squirrels. Letting people tell me much worse than having bats in your bill free. What was I saying? Oh yeah, squirrel. What was I saying? Oh yeah, squirrel.
All right, next up is my episode 93 guest, Miss Jess Woodland from Nashville, Tennessee, and probably my favorite songwriter right now with brand new music. Here is The Show.
Waiting for my death. The wells run dry, they know the famine's come. It's a matter of time before I'm done. They can't see the danger in the things that they don't know. Like how I'm made of anger more than I am skin and bone. And every time I fall, strong and tall, do I grow.
All right, next up is our episode number 94 guest. Here is the latest music from Madame Radar.
Set you up right by the stacks of old books. Saw you on fire with your fists in the bracket. The meanest of mean and the coldest of looks. The meanest of mean and the coldest of looks. Since the year of the bottle, when you fell down on your grandmother's porch, we had all those words with your foot on the throttle. Busted old car lit up like a torch. Busted old car lit up like a torch. How long must I pay for the sins of your father? Mistake of never leaving when I oughta. Now you and the devil can rest on this hill. You and the devil can rest on this hill. Flank the river, sheltered old hole on the banks of the hill. Try holding me down, but I'm holding the trigger. Honey, you know firsthand that I will. Honey, you know firsthand that I will. How long must I pay for the sins of the father? The devil can rest on this hill. How long must I pay for the sins of your father and carry the weight of his words on my will? Made the mistake of never leaving when I oughta. Now you and the devil can rest on this hill. Now you and the devil can rest on this hill. The devil can rest on this hill. You and the devil can rest on this hill.
Yeah, I'm happy we sold out this big tonight. Yeah, it's weird we gotta walk through a graveyard to get to it, though. Oh, your shoe's untied. Make it... Hey, what's that? Weird tree hole? Oh. It's like a necklace. Fine. Maybe one of the girls will like it. I don't know. We gotta get out of here. Cool.
Oh my gosh, guys. It's You and the Devil by Madame Radar right there for the first time on the show. Episode 94 was with them. And guys, let's get on to our last tribute of the evening before we get into our featured artists. Brent Hinds, the former frontman and lead guitarist of the acclaimed Atlanta heavy metal band Mastodon, died late Wednesday in a motorcycle accident, authorities said. Mr. Hines, who appeared to have been riding a Harley Davidson. I'm actually not going to read that part. We're just going to talk about Mastodon, which formed in Atlanta in 2000, became one of the most musically and conceptually ambitious metal bands of the 21st century. The band was influenced by the slashing, violent guitars of Metallica and Slayer, and by the complex rhythmic patterns of jazz and progressive rock. The band was hailed by critics as a leading light in its genre, with Rolling Stone calling it, quote-unquote, America's new Kings of Metal in 2009. Mr. Hines, a founding member, was one of 3 vocalists in the group and played lead guitar. He left the band in March under circumstances that remain unclear. In a statement, the band said it had mutually decided to part ways with Mr. Hines, but in later statements, Mr. Hines said that he had been kicked out. I'm actually going to feature a song here from his other band, which is called Fiend Without a Face. This is Brent Hines on lead vocals. The song is called Bringing on the Heartbreak. Our global artist of the week hails from Germany. They are Klangphonics. Klangphonics is a German trio that merges live instrumentation with electronic music, creating a sound that blends deep house and melodic techno with organic sounding acoustic instruments. Meeting while studying music in southern Germany, the members are known for their DIY approach to promotion and touring, building a global following through viral marketing and self-organized events. Their live sets feature a unique combination of drums, guitar, and other percussion with synths and sequencers, aiming to take audiences on an emotional journey. Our global artist of the week is Klangphonics, and here they are with Let's Get Mixed Up.
Let's get mixed up. Let's get mixed up. Let's get mixed up. Gonna get mixed up with you. Gonna get mixed up with you. Let's get mixed up. Gonna get mixed up with you. Let's get mixed up. Let's get mixed up. Let's get mixed up. Gonna get mixed up with you. Gonna get mixed up with you. Gonna get mixed up with you. You. With you. You. Let's get mixed up. Let's get mixed up. Let's get mixed up. Gonna get mixed up with you. Let's get mixed up. Gonna get mixed up with you. Let's get mixed up. Let's get mixed up. Let's get mixed up. Gonna get mixed up with you. Gonna get mixed up with you. Gonna get mixed up with you.
All right, the marquee artist of the week. The marquee artist of the week are artists that are basically my favorite artists of all genres. I feature one artist every week as our marquee artist of the week, and here during baseball season, we are playing a double play of each and every single marquee artist. For the past decade, Flatland Cavalry has built a reputation as one of the most dynamic presences in country music, with their signature easy on the ears, heavy on the heart sound. In 2024, the sextet celebrated 10 years together with Flatland Forever, an acclaimed album that pays tribute to their journey, revisiting fan favorites while introducing new songs that showcase how far they've come. The past year has been full of milestones for the Nashville and Texas-based band. They earned their first ACM Award nomination for Group of the Year, achieved their first RIAA Gold certification for their breakout single, A Life Where We Work Out, and made their mark in film and television with contributions to the Twisters and the Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes soundtracks, as well as featured placements on Yellowstone and Landman. Their relentless touring schedule reached new heights, including sold-out headline performances at Fort Worth's Dickies Arena and the legendary Red Rocks Amphitheater. My marquee artist of the week is Flatland Cavalry, and here is Mornings With You, featuring Kaitlin Butts.
A fresh pot of Folgers, the smell of the rain blowing through the window, the sound of a train. I can see a new day through the promise in your eyes. Wish I could cling to this moment for the rest of my life. I used to think the good life was burning up the night, but running with the devil is a dark and lonely ride. Sometimes it takes an angel to change your point of view. And now I live for mornings with you. Summer to fall, winter to spring, you make waking up feel like a dream. The still of a sunrise, the peace that it brings, quiet as a prayer, the kind that leaves your heart singing. I used to think the good life was burning up the night, but running with the devil is a dark and lonely ride. Sometimes it takes an angel to change your point of view. Now I live for mornings with you. Life was burning up the night, but running with the devil is a dark and lonely ride. Sometimes it takes an angel to change your point of view. And now I live for mornings with you. And if I get to heaven, it'll feel like deja vu. If it's anything, oh anything. If it's anything like mornings with you. Mornings with you.
The second half of our double play with Flatland Cavalry is the song Home Steady. Here it is, y'all. Check it out.
Life ain't worth a damn if you let it beat you down so bad you don't forget it. It's a dark and dreary place at times. I need a space to rest a while. And deep inside my heart, home steady. Looking out my front porch over the pasture, nothing looks the same as it did last year. Changing faster than the wind can blow, trying to carry me along. How the hell does one know when they're ready? Some men drift like tumbleweeds, chasing dreams and fantasies, restless as a northern on the prairie. Resting under western stars, out here where the wild things are, feels safer than where any road can get me. Lord, let me live a life home steady. Whistles through the evergreen in autumn, a song that always lifts me from rock bottom. Maybe there are pines somewhere that sing the same, but I don't care. Some things a man knows just can't be forgotten. Some men drift like tumbleweeds, chasing dreams and fantasies, restless as a northern on the prairie. Resting under western stars, out here where the wild things are, feels safer than where any road can get me. Lord, let me live a life home steady. Resting under western stars, out here where the wild things are, feels safer than where any road can get me. Lord, let me live a life home steady. Lord, let me live a life home steady.
Our marquee artist of the week, the incredible Flatland Cavalry, right there with Homesteady. Just an incredible double play. I love the marquee artist segment because, again, it is my favorite artist. I get to pick whoever I want, and that's pretty damn cool, man. And speaking of cool, man, next week our episode 39 special guest is going to be, all the way from Diana, Texas, my buddy Caleb Bowles will be here on the show next week. Really excited to chat with him, catch up with him. It's been a minute since I've talked with Caleb IRL, so looking forward to chat with him, feature his song, find out what his pick of the week is, and so much more next week here on the live portion of the Boston Chris Show called Tunesday Tuesday. Again, if you've made it this far in the show, I appreciate you the most, and I will catch y'all down the road. Much love.